My name is David and I am from Boston, Massachusetts. It's a city full of old buildings and new ideas, and my story is about how I learned a hard lesson about family. I thought our family bonds were strong, but I was wrong. This is the story of how I got some revenge for myself. I drove into the driveway just as the light on the front porch turned on. I had been driving for 12 hours with a bottle of cheap coffee in my stomach. My brother Mike was standing there with his arms crossed in a half smile that wasn't a smile. "Oh," he said, scratching his neck. "We had the engagement dinner yesterday, just close family." Close family? The words felt like a slap. My mouth tightened, but I made myself smile. I had years of practice pretending everything was okay. "I see," I said softly. "Well, congratulations." I did not hug him or go inside. Instead, I got back in my car and drove to a cheap motel nearby. The buzzing lights of the motel helped me fall asleep, a sleep where my anger grew stronger, not weaker. He was not always mean. That's what hurts the most. When our parents died, he was 17, I was 19. He looked to me for everything: money for school, rent, even laundry. I took care of him. I worked 2 jobs to support us while he was in school. When he graduated, I was the happiest person there. I thought loyalty was forever, that family was more important than anything. I was wrong. The problem started small. There were holidays where I was not included in the group chat, family photos where nobody called me to join. His fiancée Laura looked sweet in public but spoke mean words in private. "You stick to him too much," she told me once when he wasn't listening. "Let him live his own life." I just laughed back then. I should not have. On the night of that dinner, the one I was not invited to my brother's social, media showed happy people holding up drinks and hugging everyone but me. My stomach hurt, but my face stayed calm. I did not leave a comment. I did not like the photos. I only took pictures of the screen to remember what happened. You see, he had connected his life to mine without knowing it. When our parents' money and house were handled, I became the person in charge. I was in control of their savings, their home, and their money. He was younger and acted without thinking. They trusted me to protect him even from himself, so I did. Over the years, I quietly set things up. A special bank fund that only I could open with my signature. The house papers were in both our names, but I had the power to sell it. We had bank accounts that looked like they were his but were connected to me. He never asked questions. Why would he? The money always worked. His card always went through, the rent was paid, school fees were covered, vacations were paid. For I was the secret power behind his life until he decided I was not close family. 5 days after I drove away from that house, his name showed up on my phone. I answered, my voice steady because I knew what he was going to say. "Hey," he said, out of breath, his normal confidence gone. "The card doesn't work." I tried the ATM, the grocery store, nothing. Did the bank mess up? I sat back in my chair and moved the water in my glass like it was an expensive drink. "Oh," I said, copying the way he talked that night. "I forgot to tell you I made some changes." "What do you mean, changes?" His voice shook. I said slowly, enjoying each word. "The accounts are frozen, the special fund is locked. The house papers, the one you and your fiancé want to live in, are now not open to you, not without me." Silence. I could hear him breathing in and out fast. "You can't." "I can," I said, cutting him off. And I did remember close family only. That was the main point, the quiet move of my revenge. It wasn't loud or messy. I just watched control slip away from him, one thing at a time. He thought getting rid of me would be simple. He forgot who was in charge. The next week my phone kept ringing. His fiancée called first, her sweet voice turning sour. "You're ruining his life." I only answered, "Funny, he ruined mine at 12 hours and a front door." Then other family members called and told me I was a bad person. I sent them copies of documents, signatures, proof of who had been carrying all the weight for years. The calls stopped quickly. After a month, his credit card stopped working. His money for the engagement party was gone. The ring, which was paid for with a loan, was taken back. He moved back into that old house with the old walls and noisy floors, because it was all he had left. As for me, I slept well. Do I feel bad about it? No, I gave him everything once. He thought that was a weakness. He thought family would forgive anything. But I am not a saint. I am a list of what is owed, and all debts have to be paid. So when he stood there with red eyes asking me to change things back, I only said one thing: "You should have saved me a seat." It is strange how quiet can be louder than yelling. I did not raise my voice. I did not break any laws. I just took back what was mine to give, and as I watched him fall apart, I understood the truth. Family is not about blood, it is about